Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Drewski. Guys, it's over. The Pokemon market is over. Everything's dead. Everything's going to zero. There's 0% chance, none, the market is going to recover. It's all done. I'm throwing out all my shit. I am giving this away for free because nobody's going to want it. Nobody is going to want your stuff anymore. No one will ever buy Pokemon product ever again. It's done. All right. I had to do that. I kind of feel like this is going to be my best performing video because I'm going to put the most clickbaity bullshit title and people are just going to click on it to either hate it or love it because there's no middle ground anymore. All right. There's no, maybe he's right. Maybe he's wrong. It's either you're fucking idiot or, man, this guy's a genius. This guy's totally right. Everything's cooked. Excuse me. Sorry. Just had dinner. So yeah, I'm going to put this some bullshit clickbait title and, yeah, I think this video is going to do amazing. Guys, the market's in great shape. All right. There's still a ton of different products making new highs, staying at the highs, or just continuing to slowly churn. Now, of course, there are some things that have pulled back here or there. That's pretty normal, all right? That's what someone might say healthy, like a healthy pullback. I don't know. If that's too stock market talk for you, I'll dumb it down a little bit. Let's just say this. Price go up, price need to come back down eventually, okay? So just keep that in mind. And while we're at it, I think we should take a look at some prices together. Okay? Let's do it. Close! We're back. Thank you. Took a brief intermission, wanted to pull up a few different cards, a few different eras. I wanted to make sure that we had a nice little conglomerate of different data to look at. And I'm using my favorite website. I wish they would sponsor me. I'm a little bitty nothing peanut, so of course I won't have any sponsors, but it's pokedata.io. I'm gonna put it in the description. I'll put a link in the description. Sign up, create an account. That way you can get access to their charts and a little bit better look at in-depth data. You can even put your own card, your collection in it. I use a different app for that. I'm not gonna go into all that BS today because nobody cares. But this website is amazing. I love it. You can look at all the different sets. You can see total set value. It's just an awesome website. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So I'm gonna flash some things on screen. My OBS shit the bed like a month or so ago, and I don't know what's going on with it. I can't do screen share and my face at the same time. I'm trying to get it fixed. I don't know what's going on. I'm not techie. I'm kind of a dumbass when it comes to that. So I'm gonna look at the data. I'm gonna put a screenshot of what I'm looking at here on the screen, probably right here in this little corner while I'm doing it. Because, I mean, you guys wanna see my beautiful like little booster box and Blooming Waters collection, right? So yeah, let's take a look at it and we'll take a look at the charts and you can make your own decision. Okay, here we go. All right. First card that we wanted to look at, Rocket's Mewtwo EX. I actually just picked one of these up. So as you can see here, back in January, the card, I mean, we're looking at a dot plot here. And of course, you guys can't see the exact prices, but there's a sale on January 6th for $800. Now this is the chart of the PSA 9. So please do keep that in mind. But as you can see, as we kind of trek through into February, kind of sits in the same place. There was a couple higher sales. There was one January 15th for $955. And then it kind of quiets down. And from February till March, there's really not much price movement. Now, I don't remember exactly when. I think it's been over a year since the Destined Rivals set had actually been announced. I know it had come out a long time ago because people were anxiously waiting on it. And as that date came closer and closer, the price of the card went higher and higher. Now, most of the cards from Team Rocket Returns, which was EX Ruby Sapphire era, they also went up. This was the top hit from Team Rocket's Returns. It still is the highest price. I know that Rocket Snorlax is really high. And of course you have your gold stars. We're actually gonna take a look at one. But this is I would say the top hit of the EX silver border cards. So in March we had a sale for $11.50. We creeped up higher as we got into mid-March. There was one for $2,400. It stayed in that ballpark until about mid-April. There's a bad ping on an April 14th. That's going to be that little dot that you see down there at the bottom. That's not a PSA 9. Pokédata sometimes has that happen where it pings a bad sale, but that is not accurate. So we'll look at the next one in May, which was right around a month and a week ago for $26.50. And we are still right in that same selling point as of right around a month ago. On May 18th, there was another $26.50 sale of the PSA 9 variant. Very strong chart. It's keeping its highs. Next, this is the Full Art Sylveon EX from Radiant Collection. Now, a lot of people are saying that this is going to be the next set to kind of have its climb, its glow up, as the mega set, which will happen after Black and White will come out. And this type of card, the megas, this Radiant Collection, I believe this is 2016 that this came out. That will be the next card to blow up. But let's take a look at the chart. So we're looking at the PSA 10 chart. Back in December of 2021, we had a sale for $570. A month later, $670 in February. A month after that, as we get towards March, we have a sale for $11.25. As we get through March and into mid-April, we're going even higher for $1,725, April 13th. As we go through all the way to May, on May the 8th, two sales above $2,000, or right at $2,000. And then just as of 2 weeks ago, $2,600 in the PSA 10 variant. And a nice chunk of sales even last week for $2,400-$2,500 in the PSA 10. The market is crashing, it's over! No, it's not. I'm sorry, guys. I know there's a crowd that wants it all to go to fucking zero. Opossum Shits, Mimic Brew, and all your little fucking shilling buddies who just want everything for dirt cheap. I'm sorry, guys. There's still a lot of plays to be made. You could have picked this card up, let's see, 3 months ago? 3 months ago for $1,325 and sold it last week for $2,400. That's a 100% gain in 3 months. S&P 500 didn't do that. There aren't many stocks that did that. Individual stocks. There are some. There were some, but not many. Let's move on. Let's take a look at the poncho wearing Pikachu. Now, as we get into more rare cards, of course, the sales volume will be less, and that makes it kind of trickier to look at the chart. This was not bad. So as we go back into January, this is Japanese promo, keep that in mind. We've got a sale in December of 2022, December 22nd, 2024, for 4K. As we move into the month of February, we have a sale February 2nd for $5,600. This is the PSA 10 variant. Please keep that in mind. Those are a little bit more liquid and easier to get the price pinpointed down to, because when you look at rare raw vintage, here's another thing. The condition is really, really important. When you look at modern, almost all of the raw cards are gonna be around the same price unless somebody bent it or did some dumb shit, but they're almost all near mint because they're brand new. When you have cards that are this old, anything older than 5 to 10 years, or even in that range, you're gonna wanna look at the PSA variants of it because those are the same condition card. Okay, so we had some nice sales in February as the market was starting to heat up. Things kind of, excuse me, jeez, ripping burps. Things kind of stayed around that 5K mark through March. You had a little bit of a higher sale there in April. We got back to that 6K mark. And then as of May, last month, there was a 7K sale. And then as of 3 days ago, $9,000 sale on eBay for the PSA 10 of the Charizard poncho wearing Pikachu. The market is fucking cooked, right guys? Wrong. Next card, Charizard Gold Star. We only have a couple sales of this. Okay, this is what I was referencing, right? So the PSA 10, and this is the PSA 10. The PSA 10 as of May 10th, right around a month ago, there was a sale for $23,500. And then 2 weeks ago on June 1st, there was a sale for $40,000. You had a price movement of nearly 80%, right in that ballpark, 80%, 23,500 to 40,000 2 weeks ago. Seems like a healthy market to me. I don't know, maybe I'm going crazy. If you think I'm cherry picking, we'll get into a couple modern cards and we'll take a look at why I say what I say about there being plays and opportunities. So this is the base set Charizard. This is the unlimited version. And there are a couple bad pings on here. There are a couple that triggered for a PSA 9. And then there's one that actually triggered for, I think, a PSA 6. But if you look at this chart, you have a steady growth back in December of 2022, PSA 9, $1,200. As we kind of move into the February, $1,400. As we get into March, $1,600. April, $1,800. May, $1,750. And May 29th, $2,200. I don't know, vintage seems like there's a play there. What do you guys think? I may have said that in one of my older videos, and people shit on me for it. Oh, fucking vintage? What are you talking about, vintage? Nobody wants vintage cars. Guys, people want vintage cars. Trust me. Next card. All right, modern. Everybody wants to know about modern. Paldea Evolved Magikarp, the beauty, Shinji Kanda. One of his most beautiful artworks. Kanda just makes, he's a fucking phenomenal artist, man. Pokemon has some absolutely incredible artists, and Shinji Kanda is at the top of that list. Let's look at the PSA 10s. So back December 18th, 2024, $1,300. Moving to February, $1,500. March, there was one that sold for $1,800. April, $1,700, so we're kind of hovering in that area. There was one that sold for $1,825. Then we kind of started to pull back a little bit. People got worried about modern, and then boom, May into June, that price expansion hits, that consolidation. People start to realize that the gem rate on this card is really hard to hit a 10 on. It goes from $1,300 as of May 24th to today. We have sales at $2,800, and there was a OBO, or best offer. If you're not familiar with eBay lingo, there was a buy it now OBO for $3,000. Guys, that is a 200% increase in 1 month. Yes, grading plays are very much still alive, folks. They're alive, baby. Like Frankenstein. They came back to life. It's crazy shit. All right. Here's one for all the haters. Here's one for all the skies falling folks. Umbreon EX, the case hit from Prismatic. The Sunbreon, the 8th wonder of the world, the most beautiful. It is a dope card. We had sales in January for 5,400, and as of yesterday, there was one for 2,400. As you can see, it is a steady decline on that chart. This is what happens when you panic buy a very recent modern set. Remember, Paldea Evolved came out in 2023. Am I right about that? Yeah, 2023, right? It was SVO2. That's what happens when you have cards that are about to go out of print. A new block is about to start, and the gem rate, the PSA 10 rate, is hard to capture. There is so much alpha in plays like that. You can absolutely make a killing if you just search for those plays. Now the Umbreon is in a different situation. This is Pokedata.io information. This is their statistic. It has 1,850 PSA 10s. I don't know if that is accurate. I didn't get on the website. That seems low. I believe it's higher than that. So I apologize if that's incorrect, but I know that number is very high. And as you can see, that number is going to be steadily decreasing until we get closer to Prismatic going out of print. And then it doesn't matter what the pop report is. The price is going to start to go up. I can promise you that. Just wait until things go out of print. You will see that things move back up. Let's look at another Umbreon EX. This is the Silver Border Umbreon EX. We do have a lower volume card here, obviously. This is from 2005, I want to say, but this is a beautiful card, one of my favorites from the era. There is a bad ping on here from the end of May. It says PSA 9. It was actually, for whatever reason, a PSA 4 that eBay pinged for Pokedata, and it picked it up. But as you can see here, prices were pretty steady in January. There was a sale for 2,000. This is the PSA 9. January 21, there was a sale for 1,665. We went back up to 2,000 in March. We had one, I think that was another bad ping on March 23rd. I think that, let me take a look really quickly. Yes, that's a PSA 8. That's a PSA 8, not a PSA 9. Sometimes that happens. So disregard that. So we have the two for $2,000. Then in early April, $2,100. And in early April, $2,700 at the peak. That was the highest price that we saw. And now we're fluctuating right around $2,300. So there are still mini cards near highs, at highs. There's grading plays to be made. Guys, the market is doing just fine. I wanted to make sure that we got this out there. I know it's gonna be clickbaity, but guys, please, please, please do not buy into the FUD. Don't believe the fear, the uncertainty, that it's a bunch of BS. It's people like Opossum Bud and people who want the prices to go back down. They're trying to sow fear in you, and I can promise you the market is in very, very good shape. You just need to look for good plays, and if you want them, come to my channel. I give them out for free. I'm Drewski. This is Drewski's Cards. Thanks for tuning in. Leave me a comment down below and subscribe. Free giveaway, booster bundle, free booster bundle. As soon as I hit 100 subscribers, and maybe I'll even drop a chest picture. I'll send you some. I'll get you a picture of the chest hair. Rudy's hairy chest. Oh my God, Drewski's hairy chest. Love you guys. Peace. Bye, clones. Bye, clones.